How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today we are going to be finally cooking on the new Ole Hickory CTO. I've had this thing for a week, haven't even fired it up yet. You're gonna see the first fire up on it. You're gonna see the first cook. Today we're gonna be doing ribs. I have two beautiful racks of St. Louis cut ribs on here. I think we're gonna do one Texas style, and then we'll do one with my regular normal recipe that I really like for ribs, which is also very simple. So the first thing we gotta do is get the Old Hickory fired up. Then we'll come in and prep these ribs, and then we'll be able to get them on right away. So let's head outside and get this Old Hickory CTO fired up right now. All right, so first things first, this is a stick of post oak. This is all the wood we're gonna be using for the cook today. So what I'm gonna do is just take our tool here, get underneath this, pull out our firebox here, and get that in there. My thought is that this will burn the entire time, but we'll check it after an hour and see how it is. If we have to add more, we'll add more. So that's what we're doing. We're getting that in, just like so. I'll bring you over to the other side here. All right, so this is kind of where everything's happening. We're gonna get our burner on, get our gas valve open, turn on our propane tank here. Then we will come over to the control panel. We will turn the unit on, and we will set our temperature. And I wanna run at 275 degrees today. And then we'll just wait for the burner to kick on. And this is pretty much like a furnace system here. So it may take a couple seconds for it to kick on. We're going just wood today, no charcoal in there. I just want to see how this thing performs with just a split in there. And I think next cook we'll try out some charcoal. And there we go. The burner is going. You can see that split in there, starting to get some flame on it. So I'm gonna get this closed up and we'll get inside and get our ribs prepped up, and hopefully by the time we're done with that, this thing is up to temp and ready to go. All right, so you can see we have two beautiful racks of St. Louis cut ribs here. I'm gonna get this one set off to the side. This one is going to be our Texas style, so I just have some Diamond Crystal kosher salt. We're just gonna hit the back of this rib pretty liberally. I didn't remove this membrane, I just scored it. I figured these will be some good eaters, so I'm not gonna do anything too crazy to this. And then we'll just hit it with some nice black pepper. This is coarse ground black pepper. You can get it at Costco. Pretty similar to the 16 mesh, and I really like it. Now I'm gonna flip these over and repeat the process on the top side. Diamond Crystal kosher salt and our coarse ground black pepper. Just getting a nice even layer, and I like my ribs a little more peppery, so I'm gonna go pretty heavy with the black pepper. Do what you enjoy. That's what barbecue is all about, is cooking things the way that you like it. All right, so there's our Texas style ribs, looking real good. Now this rack, we're gonna do my normal rib recipe on. First things first, we're coming in with some Tailgater's barbecue party rub. This is a 6-pound tub. This is a man-sized tub. I really enjoy this stuff, so I go through it quite frequently. So I'm just gonna hit the bottom side like so. And then the next rub is going to be my Kickin BBQ honey chipotle. Just a light layer on the bottom here. Just about like that. We'll get that pressed in. And we'll flip it over. And now we're gonna repeat the process on the top side. And there we go, there's our 2 racks of ribs looking real nice. I'm gonna go out and see if the Old Hickory is up to temperature, and I'll meet you outside at the cooker and we're gonna get these on. All right, and check that out. Nice, clean burning smoke there. And we are just over 275. I'm anticipating it's gonna overshoot and then dial right in. So that was maybe 5-8 minutes, folks. Real quick fire up on here. So I'm gonna get this on the tripod and we'll get our ribs on, but real nice, good smelling post oak in there. So let's get these ribs on. All right, so as soon as we open this up, that convection fan is going to kick off, but it will turn back on once we close this. So we'll get that opened up. I think we're gonna go right on the top rack here today. So the first rack going in is my style ribs, just like that. And then the second rack is going to be our Texas style. We'll get those in there. You can see we have some nice smoke rolling out of there. Everything's looking good, and look how I gotta bring you in here just so you can see this. Look how much more room is on that rack. You could fit probably 8 racks of ribs on that rack easily. All right, so I'm gonna get this shut down, let them go for an hour, and then we'll come out and check them, see how they're looking. We're also gonna check our wood, but I can tell you right now, it is smelling fantastic out here. And man, that Old Hickory is looking real nice. So we will see you in 1 hour. All right, so we are 1 hour in, still got some smoke rolling. I'm gonna bring you down here and we're gonna take a look at our wood chunk and see how that is looking. So I'm gonna get this door opened up. And oh yeah, she's still smoldering nicely there. I think I'm gonna let it go another hour and then I might throw another one on, but as far as I can tell, this is still looking good. So I'm just gonna let it go until we need to add another one. So I'm gonna get this closed up. And now we're gonna take a look at these ribs. All right, and that is 1 hour in. Check out that beautiful color from that post oak. This Old Hickory is laying down the smoke on these. These look amazing so far. I'm gonna let these go another hour and come out and check them, but I will bring you back when it's time to wrap and let you know how long it's been and if I added any additional wood chunks on there. These are looking fantastic. See you guys when it's time to wrap. All right, so we are just shy of 2 hours into this cook. You can see the ribs have fantastic color. We're starting to get some nice pull back, and also the rub has set in. So these are ready to wrap. Like I said, it was about 1 hour and 53 minutes. They're looking so good. I did pull out the top rack and bump these down a level just for easier filming so I wasn't shooting above my head because this is a pretty tall cooker. But yeah, color looking money. So let's get these inside and get them wrapped up. All right guys, so here are our ribs. You can see great color. These are salt and pepper. These are the party rub and my Ash Kickin BBQ honey chipotle. Very similar color, wonderful smell from that post oak coming out of here. And I gotta tell you, I'm still running off that single split we put in there, and I don't think I'm gonna have to add another one. So in case you're wondering, the internal temperature on these, 170 degrees. More importantly, we got good color, the bark is set up. It's time to wrap these, and I'm guessing they're probably gonna go another hour, hour and a half. It is dark outside now, so I won't be filming anymore outside. But what I will do is when they're done, I'll bring you in, show you what I'm looking for as far as tenderness so you can tell, give you the final internal temperature, and best of all, we'll do the taste test. I can't wait to try these. Like I said, the smell coming from these, from that Old Hickory is just phenomenal. So we're gonna get these wrapped up. So to wrap these up today, I'm gonna be using the Sucklebuster's honey barbecue glaze and finishing sauce. You know, the big thing right now is with a lot of places, they're using a glaze in their wrap, and that's all they're using, which is ketchup, sugar, some Worcestershire sauce, stuff like that. This pretty much has everything you need, so it's just very simple. I enjoy making glazes for rib wraps, but this just really keeps things simple, and it has a wonderful flavor. So all we're gonna do is just take and pour a nice amount in there, because this is the only sauce that these ribs are getting. We want it to caramelize a little bit. We want some nice sweetness to go with the savoriness. And the first rack we are wrapping here is the salt and pepper ribs. They're looking really good, especially on both sides here. I mean, just fantastic. So I'm gonna get those in there, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on the backside too, and then we'll get it wrapped up. We'll repeat the process for the other rack. This is the one with the party rub and my honey chipotle. Again, nice color both sides. That Old Hickory is laying down the smoke, and it is just running flawlessly. A little bit of sauce on the back here, and now we'll wrap it up. All right, so these are all wrapped. I'm gonna get them back on the Old Hickory, still running at 275 degrees. I'm not even gonna check them for an hour. That's about what it's gonna take. You know, when you wrap these, they kind of get shocked and they stall a little bit. So I'm guessing it's going to be about an hour. It's 8 o'clock now and pretty dark out. So by 9, it's definitely going to be dark. So I'm sorry you won't be able to see any more outside. Like I said, back out on the Old Hickory, running at 275 degrees. I'll bring these back in when they're done. I'll let you know how long it's been, and we're going to do the taste test. I cannot wait. We will see you when these are done. All right, so these ribs just came off the smoker. They went a little bit over 3 hours, about 3 hours and 15 minutes. I just want to open them up and show you kind of what you're looking for as far as tenderness here. Now, if you can see this, usually the blowout on the bones is a good indication that they're done. And if you're curious about the internal temperature, these are sitting at about 203 degrees-ish. But more importantly, it's just a feel thing. You want this probe to go in with no resistance. You can do the bounce test where you flip them over and bend them. And if they bend without breaking, but they look like they're starting to split, they're gonna be done. These are incredibly hot, so I'll just show you how they're looking quick. They're looking really, really good. So I'm gonna get these closed up. I'm gonna let them rest for probably 15 minutes. Then we'll slice into them and do the taste test, but they are smelling absolutely fantastic from that Old Hickory. So I'll see you in about 15 minutes after these have cooled down just a little bit. All right, so we've let these cool down a little bit. These are our 2 racks of ribs. You can see we have fantastic color, very similar from the Party Rub and my honey chipotle versus just the salt and pepper. This one is the salt and pepper. This one is the party and honey chipotle, but they both look absolutely fantastic. So the first one that we will slice up is going to be the salt and pepper Texas style. Again, nice bend to it. You can see it's starting to split, but it's not breaking. That's gonna be a perfectly cooked rib in my opinion. So I'm just gonna get these sliced up. And we'll grab one from the middle here just to take a look. You can see we have a wonderful smoke ring on there, a lot of moisture in this rib. This is a proper looking rib. Smells fantastic. I can't wait to try it. That post oak just put a killer smoke ring top and bottom here. These look really nice. So I'm gonna get these set off to the side and slice up the other rack. Again, we'll take one from the middle here. And again, just a wonderful smoke ring on there. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. A lot of moisture in there. Again, a very, very nice looking rib. So let's jump out and do the taste test and see how these turned out. All right, so the first one we're gonna try is the Texas style salt and pepper. So I'm gonna grab one of those. Nice meaty rib right here. Looks great, smells wonderful. Let's do this. Wonderful bite off the bone. You can see nice clean bite. Great smoke flavor from that post oak. A nice bit of sweetness from the Suckle Buster's honey barbecue glaze, but you still get the nice savoriness from the salt and pepper ribs. Really, really, really good rib. Now we're gonna try the Party Rub with my honey chipotle. So let's do this. Again, fantastic rib, a little bit more sweet heat with the sweetness from the honey chipotle. It's not gonna blow your socks off. It's just very, very balanced. I'm gonna try another bite of this one. Again, wonderful bite off the bone. Properly cooked rib, about 3 hours and 15 minutes. The flavor off that Ole Hickory CTO isn't like a flavor that I've had before. It's very, very clean tasting, smoky, but not acrid. Very balanced. Really, really good cook. I'm very impressed with that thing. Can't wait to get some pork butts on there. Can't wait to get some brisket on there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.